Okay guys, so the first thing we're gonna talk about are trays. And I'm obsessed with using trays for my coffee table because it's a great way to utilize space. I like the lucite ones because they're see-through and you can kind of have more space on your coffee table when you use these. And I'm gonna put this on the right side of the coffee table. Okay, you cannot style a coffee table without books. I love coffee table books. I know this sounds weird, but when I have coffee table books, I make sure that they match the color of my design. So my house right now is black and white with a little bit of navy, and you can't see it, but we also have a pop of purple. So I'm gonna start with a black and white book. This is Tom Ford's book. It's on design and it fits perfect on this coffee table. And I'm actually gonna put it perpendicular to the tray to add some contrast. Instead of adding the next book, first we're gonna add some candles. It was like $5, it's huge, and it's perfect for the coffee table. So this isn't actually probably a candle that I would light. I'll show you guys some of those in a second, but this is more of like a decorative candle. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the middle of the table. The next accent I'm using for my coffee table is a white marble slab. You can find these anywhere. And what you can do is you can just put this on your lucite tray and you can just lay it kind of on one side. Since moving in with my fiance, it has been an intense experience mixing feminine and masculine tastes. He's very set in his ways and I'm obviously very set in mine. So to do that, what I do is kind of get something that's feminine, like a Kate Moss book, and I get it in black and white, so it still feels masculine. I'm gonna go ahead and place this on top of the Tom Ford book, so you're gonna get his book and my book mixed together, and you still get that masculine feel again because it's black and white. Okay, so these are like my favorite things ever. They are white marble bookends, and they're so fun because they add dimension to the table. When I'm designing a table, I really am all about the dimension. I like highs and lows. You guys know this if you read my blog. I don't just like one straight line across the table. So these are gonna add that dimension and that depth on your coffee table. And instead of putting them next to each other, it's kind of fun to mix it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put one on my book, and I'm gonna put the other one not next to it, but kind of behind the book. I really like this on my coffee table. I actually stole it from him when I was living on my own, and I'm just giving it back to him now that we're living together. So I'm gonna go ahead and place this on the lucite tray on top of the marble. So instead of putting everything in a straight line that's all tall, you're just gonna wanna move it around and mix it up. If you guys know my blog, you know I love diffusers. They smell good and they're a really nice way to add an added accent. So I like to be really sneaky with Michael and add things on the table when he's not looking. One of those things is this book. It's called How to Be a Parisian Wherever You Are. And it's very girly, but when you look at it, it doesn't look super girly. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this to the lucite tray and he will never notice and it will just blend right in. These are like crimson purple roses, and the reason I got these is because of my rug, which I will show you in a second, and it's really a deep purple. So this just ties it in and kind of completes the black and white look for color. Always use a pop of color if you're gonna do black and white. That's just definitely one of the things I live by when I'm designing my house. I'm so OCD, so I always have coasters on hand. I know that I sound like a really annoying host, but I promise I'm not, because I'll just give you one of these if you come over. So again, this is mixing masculine and feminine. This is my feminine, this is my masculine, and I like to stack it on top of each other. Detail. These are little dice. They're super cute. They say cocktails, gym, weekend away, stay in bed, and dirty video. So my favorites are cocktails and dirty video, just because I think they're cute and funny. So I'm gonna place these on the table as an added detail, a little added accent just for fun, and it gives you something to talk about when you have guests over. So you're not gonna light your big decorative candle. These are gonna be your lighting candles. It's tiny, it's cute, and it's just kind of a space filler. So I found these candles in the religious candle aisle. These are just the plain white ones. I'm absolutely obsessed with these because of the height. These are so great for height. Also, if these are lit and I leave the room, I'm not uncomfortable if the dogs are in the room because the glass protects them. I even have these all over my bathtub, and I like them all the time, and they last forever, and they're like $1.99. So our last thing we're gonna add to the coffee table is a wishbone. It's gold, and I feel like it completes the table, and you're keeping that theme of highs and lows. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in front of the candles, and it's gonna complete our coffee table.